Something astonishing is hidden in the mountains of Mindanao, a tribe whose language is completely unique in the world, not just rare, not just endangered, entirely unrelated to any other language in the Philippines or anywhere else on Earth. In this episode, we dive deep into the mysterious world of the Kawilan, Higanon, or Manobo subgroups whose dialects and speech patterns have left even expert linguists baffled. But it's not just about words, it's about identity, memory, and what it means to preserve something no one else can speak. Mindanao is often left out of the national conversation, a land of deep forest, high mountains, and tribal cultures that predate any flag or border. Within this green vastness are communities that live as they have for centuries, off the land, with oral traditions passed from elder to child. But among these tribes is one group, perhaps more than one, that guards a language no outsider fully understands. The Kawilan language, spoken by a small indigenous group in a remote area of Bukidnon, has been called an unclassified linguistic isolate. That means it's not related to Tagalog, Cebuano, Ilocano, or even the other tribal tongues nearby. And it's not just different, it's untraceable. Languages die every year. In fact, some linguists estimate that one language vanishes every 14 days. Globalization, urban migration, and colonial education systems all contribute to this. But sometimes, just sometimes, we find a language that never died, but was simply hidden. That's what makes the case of the Kawilan or other Mindanao linguistic isolates so powerful. They weren't lost to history, they survived in silence. Shielded by mountains, protected by oral tradition, untouched by conquest, and now they offer clues about pre-Austronesian migrations, tribal autonomy, and how culture resists even centuries of change. When linguists first visited these communities, they expected to find dialects of known Philippine languages, but what they discovered was a structure, grammar, syntax, even sounds, that bore no resemblance to Austronesian languages. It was like finding a digital file from a lost operating system. Some experts believe the roots of this language go back over 5,000 years, possibly related to languages spoken before the Great Austronesian Migration swept across the Pacific. In other words, this tribe's language is a living fossil, a code spoken since the Stone Age, and it's still being used today, in prayers, in songs, in storytelling. For the tribe, this isn't just a curiosity, it's who they are. Their language is their memory. It's how they talk to their ancestors, how they name the rivers, how they greet the trees, how they pass down the laws of their people. Some elders even believe that only their language can wake the spirits of the land, that prayers in Tagalog or English are ignored by nature. In a world where identity is often reduced to race or citizenship, their language is a reminder that culture runs deeper than borders. But not everything is peaceful. As roads are built and tourism grows, young people are drifting away from their ancestral tongues. Some see more value in English or Bisaya. Others are ashamed of sounding different. Schools often don't teach the native language. Government programs are rarely translated, and there is no dictionary, no official alphabet, no textbook, but hope remains. Local NGOs and cultural preservation groups are racing to document what they can, recording elders, writing down vocabulary, encouraging bilingual education, because once a language dies, it never comes back. So why should you care? Because this isn't just about one tribe, it's about what it means to be Filipino. If one of our most ancient cultures can vanish in silence, so can others. The loss of a language is the loss of a worldview, of ideas, poetry, and wisdom no other tongue can hold. And if you're part of the diaspora, living abroad, raising Filipino kids, reconnecting with your roots, this story is your story too. Because every time you speak a word of your Lola's dialect, sing a lullaby from your province, or even teach your child to say, "Kamusta," you're helping languages live. Somewhere deep in Mindanao, an elder still sings a song no one else on earth knows. Her words were taught by her grandmother, who learned it from hers. No written record, no audio file, just voice. And when she is gone, unless we listen, that voice might be lost forever. So today, we remember them. The tribes who speak in voices no one else understands, but who deserve to be heard by all. Stay curious, stay signal.